Alright, it's your boy Spankdog, aka Puffinstein. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know. Click the notification bell for when I upload videos and when I go live. And let's get into it. Um, this one's gonna be a little heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't exactly your normal morning news. You know, I didn't watch all of it, so I don't even remember everything that I'm about to show. But to be honest with you, it's like all alleged type stuff, and he goes the full 9 yards. That's what they say, the whatever, the full 10 yards, 100 yards, whatever. Whole nine, yeah, there you go. He goes the whole nine. And yeah, I'm let y'all speak for yourself. Yo, what up, Barbara? How you doing? Good morning to you. God bless you and yours. I was gonna say, yeah, the video that I got nuts. Yeah, I hope you and your family are doing well too. You about to drink some coffee? I'm about to drink my coffee. Damn, I wonder whatever happened to Ben Smith Jr., man. Crazy. Right, we're about to get the video. Let me check the comments. So yeah, I be up with my grandson. Don't sleep at. Oh yeah, I know how that goes. My son is wild. What I was gonna say, yeah, I got the mic right here, right, and I got the little box right there, but I ain't set it up yet, and I was gonna try to do it like use it now, but I said let me just take it slow. I'm gonna do one more live regular, and then by the next time I come on, it'll be set up. But the video I got for you today is crazy. I don't know if we're about to get into it. Yeah, this is one of the iller videos I've seen in a while. Right, people, let me see. Yeah, we in business.
I've always been a huge fan of Beyonce. I mean, who isn't? Her voice, her power, her presence. It's like she was born to be a superstar. And then there's Jay-Z, a legend in his own right. Together, they seemed untouchable, a power couple that had the world at their feet. But over the years, I've heard whispers, unsettling rumors of them. I never paid much attention until I came across something I couldn't ignore. It was around midnight when I first stumbled onto the forums. I had been deep into another YouTube rabbit hole, watching conspiracy videos, when I saw a thumbnail with Beyonce and Jay-Z's faces on it.
It's real creepy. You hear the music, and even though it's about all the stuff that's going on, the way he does it, he puts like a horror story vibe to it.
The title read, "The Hidden Truth Behind Beyonce, Jay-Z, Darker Than You Think." I didn't hesitate to click.
If you know anything about what they say about the Illuminati, remember everything is alleged. But if you know what they say about the Illuminati, of course you're not going to be shocked. But this guy doesn't pull no punches. He goes directly at what everybody be thinking, but don't want to say because they don't want to get in trouble. My man right here, he tears into it. Watch.
It was one of those channels that dive into bizarre conspiracy theories. And while I normally don't believe much of what I see online, this video was different. It wasn't about the usual Illuminati nonsense. No, this was something more real. The video dove into the idea that Beyonce and Jay-Z weren't just part of some elite group. They were the center of something much darker.
Yeah, you see, like I like the way they tell the story. First of all, the name of the channel that we're watching right now is called Conquer Soul. You know, I'm a subscribe. I'm even though it's gossip, the way he's telling the story, I'm digging it. And then I hit like, and we're gonna see how far we make it through.
It wasn't just about power or money. It was about control, manipulation, and sacrifice. As ridiculous as it sounded, I couldn't help but feel a growing sense of unease as the narrator presented piece after piece of evidence, connecting dots I never would have considered. It all started with the infamous elevator incident back in 2014.
It's crazy, right? That he brings up the Solange incident in the elevator. He said it all started right there. Watch. I seen like the first like 5 minutes.
You know, the one where Solange, Beyonce's sister, was caught on camera attacking Jay-Z in an elevator, while Beyonce just stood there seemingly indifferent. At the time, the media had spun it as a domestic spat.
I ain't going nowhere. I'm still here.
Maybe something to do with infidelity. But according to this video, there was much more beneath the surface. The theory went that Jay-Z had made a massive power move in the music industry, a move that upset some of the most powerful people behind the scenes. Solange's attack wasn't about cheating. It was a warning, a message sent to Jay-Z.
Let me tell you something. The way the guy is telling the story and the way he gets into it, because he's not gonna pull no punches. He literally digs right into what everybody be thinking. Well, if you're smart, you speculate this type of stuff. Not saying that you stamp it as true, but I'm saying I know a lot of people that are smart wonder if this is what's going on. After you hear this and this and that, and then you think it's not true and it comes true, then you hear this and this and that, and you think it's not gonna come true and it comes true. Next time you hear this and that, you know, you'd be foolish not to think it might come true.
That he had crossed the line. And Beyonce's cold demeanor during the whole thing, that wasn't indifference. It was control. She was showing the world that she was untouchable, that even in the face of betrayal or danger, she wouldn't flinch. But the rabbit hole didn't stop there. The video claimed that Beyonce and Jay-Z were involved in ritualistic practices, much like what we hear about Hollywood elites. They said Beyonce's rise to stardom was...
Man, I'm not saying that she wasn't upset that he cheated, but I don't know them. I wasn't there. I don't know what they were mad about. And I know that something crazy is going on in the entertainment industry where you know, they're doing foul stuff and they're not really worried about getting in trouble over it or whatever. But like you said, you know, it could have been because he, you know, everything allegedly that, you know, he was sleeping around on Beyonce.
wasn't just the result of talent. It was something she had paid for, and the currency was darker than I could imagine.
See, they're talking about signing on the dotted line type stuff. Now, mind you, the stuff that you say even makes more sense. It's more logical, but he's trying to make it more of a, you know, did somebody make a deal with the devil? You know what I'm saying? And I think he's doing it more as like you know how would I say this? Like they exaggerate on purpose. Like the channel point and shoot at the beginning, he puts a disclaimer that says everything I say, don't take me serious. This is for all laughs, and it's a disclaimer so he could pretty much say what he needs to say, and he won't get in trouble.
There were whispers about sacrifices, about people close to her who had mysteriously passed away at pivotal moments in her career. The most chilling theory, that Beyonce's former bandmate, Latavia Roberson, was one of the first sacrifices. The video went on to show how Destiny's Child had gone through multiple lineup changes, and each time someone was replaced, Beyonce's fame seemed to skyrocket. Latavia's departure from the group wasn't just a business decision. It was a calculated move, part of something bigger. The deeper I went into these forums, the more disturbing the stories became. There were people who claimed to have attended private parties hosted by Jay-Z, where things got strange. According to these sources, the parties weren't just about music or networking. They were rituals. They described dimly lit rooms, candlelit ceremonies, and figures in masks. One person claimed they had seen Jay-Z leading a group of powerful individuals in what looked like a chant, something ancient, something they couldn't quite understand. And Beyonce, she was always there, always watching, always in control. I couldn't help but remember her visual album, Lemonade. At the time, everyone had praised it for its raw emotion and honesty, its portrayal of betrayal and forgiveness. But look,
It's great. Yo, Beyonce makes great music. Whoever's behind her, if she writes her own lyrics, if she writes her own music, if she choreographs, writes, and sings and does production, oh my God. She's definitely one of the most talented people ever. You got to remember too. I take this with a grain of salt. I'm just watching it with y'all on some, you know, and you know what it is. It's like it's all alleged. But how crazy would it be if some of this stuff is true? We all thought that Jaguar Wright was not just wrong and lying, that she was off her rocker. No defamation suits. I wonder why. She says it all the time, and then things that she said have already come true. That's why I'm saying leave right whatever you want in the comments. I don't anybody's viewpoint opinion. I'm okay with anything.
looking back, I started to see the hidden messages, the symbolism, the references to witchcraft, the imagery of water and rebirth. It was all there.
Watch how they all throw up the rock sign. It's just that that sign, the masonry sign.
Hidden in plain sight. What if Lemonade wasn't just an artistic
Yeah,
expression?
Freemason sign. I don't
What if
know.
it was Beyonce's way of communicating with those who knew how to read between the lines?
The luminaries, yeah,
Then
they
there was a
all more
story
like
about
that.
Blue Ivy, Beyonce and Jay-Z's first child. I had heard people joke about her name before, saying it stood for born living under evil, but I never gave it much thought. But the forums were buzzing with theories about Blue Ivy's birth. They said she wasn't born naturally, that Beyonce had used a surrogate to carry the child while performing rituals to ensure Blue Ivy's future would be as powerful as her parents'. Some even claimed that Blue Ivy's real name wasn't Blue Ivy at all, that it was an anagram for something much more sinister.
Let me
I
tell you something. If Jay-Z, right? If Jay-Z wouldn't have done certain things while he was in the limelight, right? If he wouldn't have double crossed people, because allegedly, still I'll say allegedly, but I know for, well, not for a fact. I know that he did Dame Dash dirty, and I say I know with, like I tread lightly because I don't know. You get what I mean? But the whole Rockefeller thing, Dame Dash, it looks like Jay did some underhanded stuff. He was with Jazzo when he first came out. People don't even know who Jazzo is. I mean, a lot of people do know who Jazzo is, especially people that are into hip hop like me. The only reason I say people don't know who Jazzo is because it's such a long time ago. This 40 years ago, 25 years ago, 30 years ago, 35 years ago. But he left Jazzo behind. That dude, what's his name? D Rock or D Rain? Yeah, D Rain. He did it to him. Then Dame Dash, he did it to him. And now they're saying he might have did it to Diddy too. You know, all allegedly.
I couldn't shake the feeling that I had stumbled onto something bigger than just a conspiracy theory. There were too many coincidences, too many things that lined up in strange ways. I started looking deeper into their music, their interviews, their public appearances. There was always this aura of control, of secrecy, like they were keeping something hidden beneath the surface.
Oh, what's up?
One of the most
Reach
convincing
out
pieces of evidence I found was a
real quick. Yo, good morning, Money 420. How you doing, brother? Had to check the comments real quick, man. God bless you and Barbara.
series of interviews from former employees of Beyonce and Jay-Z. These were people who had worked closely with them, bodyguards, assistants, tour managers, and every single one of them described the same thing: absolute control. Beyonce, they said, was obsessed with maintaining her image, with keeping up the facade of perfection. But behind closed doors, she was cold, calculating, and completely detached from reality. One former assistant even claimed that Beyonce had an entire room in her mansion dedicated to rituals. They described walking in on her once, unannounced, only to find her surrounded by candles, chanting in a language they didn't recognize. When they asked what she was doing, Beyonce simply smiled and said, "Preparing." Preparing for what? That was the question that haunted me long after I closed my laptop. I had gone into this expecting to find some outlandish theories, something I could laugh off. But instead, I found myself questioning everything I thought I knew about two of the most powerful people in the world.
Respect to the guy who made this channel. You know, I mean, like yeah, like a lot of people wouldn't even wanna touch the things he's touching on. Made it sound like a
It
real
all started on an unassuming night, one of those where boredom creeps in, and you're desperate for something out of the ordinary.
Mm,
I had heard whispers about the dark web, the place where conspiracy
I think he's done with the Jay-Z story and he's moving on to a second story.
theories, illegal trade, and terrifying stories come to life. Like most people, I had brushed off the rumors as internet fodder. But that night, curiosity got the better of me.
I'm gonna stop the
I
cancel.
made sure I was prepared. I wasn't going to dive into the dark web without taking precautions. I secured my computer, installed a robust VPN, and used a Tor browser to keep my activities hidden. At first, it was underwhelming.
You
I
made sure to
navigated through
gear up,
shady
boy.
marketplaces, sketchy
Put on
forums,
that
and hacker
VPN.
groups, but nothing really caught my attention until I stumbled across a forum called The Real Truth. That's where everything changed.
Yeah, Barbara. I'm not sure if you know about VPNs, but you know, if you want to protect all your stuff from you know, people trying to get your information and stuff like that, there's VPNs. You know, I only say it because I know not everybody's internet tech savvy. You know, NordVPN is a popular one, but I don't know. I haven't checked in a while what's the best VPN right now. So, you know, if you want like a good protection on your computer, you could look into a VPN. You might have known already.
The usernames alone gave me chills. Watcher, The Eye, and others like that. But it was the content that really got under my skin. Every post seemed dedicated to unraveling secret societies, hidden agendas, and, most notably, the Illuminati. One thread titled Proof of Illuminati Control, Real Documents, stood out like a beacon. I hesitated for a moment, my cursor hovering over the link. But I clicked, and I would soon wish I hadn't. The thread was full of links to supposedly leaked documents, videos, and images. As I read through, the level of detail was staggering. This wasn't just another conspiracy thread. It was backed with dates, names, and places that seemed far too precise to be fabricated. There were photos of documents with government seals, confidential emails.
This guy, right? The channel is called Conquered Soul. I subscribed and I hit him with his like. But he puts the Wikipedia meaning of Illuminati in the description, which is cool. It says Wikipedia, the Illuminati is a name given to several groups, both real and fictitious. Historically, the name usually refers to the Bavarian Illuminati, an Enlightenment era secret society founded on May 1st, 1776 in Bavaria, today a part of Germany. There's probably more, but I'm not going to go clicking on other stuff.
Between world leaders and detailed financial reports suggesting the Illuminati, everything from wars to the entertainment industry. One document in particular stood out, a list of celebrities allegedly tied to the Illuminati. The names were shocking. Top actors, musicians, even politicians. The file described how these celebrities used their fame to spread subliminal messages and symbols related to the Illuminati's agenda. Some of the examples were subtle, hidden symbols in music videos or performances, but others were blatant. For instance,
Remember, I was telling you about how they all throw up the sign, the Freemason sign or whatever it is, the luminary sign. I was just talking about it before.
well-known pop star was said to frequently use hand gestures, mimicking the all-seeing eye.
Look at Lawrence Fishburne trying to throw it on the low, on the bottom left. It looks like he just got his hands like that. It's crazy.
A symbol deeply tied to Illuminati imagery.
They
What was
all
most
throwing
disturbing,
it up.
though, was a thread titled Population Control, the Illuminati's Final Plan.
This is what made me put this on, people. Like, if you don't get nothing from this video, get this. They keep saying that the world is running out of resources and we don't even have enough to go another 30 or 40 years. And then the pandemic hits. And then all these other things, alien sightings. Listen, man, what this man is going to talk about right now is population control. Now, like I said, everything is alleged. I'm not saying that that's what's happening. Last thing I want to do is think anybody to think that I would misinform people. That's not my style. But what I'm saying is the man is bringing to light, because you got to remember too, when you are entertained by the Infinity Gauntlet. The Infinity Gauntlet is about population reduction. When you watch The Watchmen, that's a DC comic. One's a Marvel and one's a DC. How crazy is that? And both of them have a story where population reduction is part of the story. Watchmen is about population reduction, and the Infinity Gauntlet is about universal population reduction.
It described in terror.
And I'm just telling you, always keep your eye out, man. Don't be trusting people that, especially people that are running things. You get what I'm saying? If I was working for a company that was, $1 billion company, guess what? I wouldn't trust my boss.
Terrifying detail, how the Illuminati supposedly intended to reduce the global population to ensure they could maintain control over the masses.
Unless he was a cool
The
dude.
forum claimed they had orchestrated pandemics, sparked wars, and manipulated economic systems, all for the purpose of thinning out the population. What hit hardest was how specific the information was. It wasn't just theories. It had detailed graphs, historical data, and even projections about future events. One of the users, the gatekeeper, claimed to have inside information, even going as far as providing evidence that several global health crises were intentionally engineered. He shared declassified military documents that appeared to corroborate his claims, documents outlining protocols for viral outbreak simulations, eerily similar to recent real-world events. I couldn't help but feel sick as I continued reading. These weren't the wild theories of a random internet user. They were detailed enough to feel like a classified government briefing. There was even a thread discussing mind control through media. It posited that the Illuminati controlled mainstream media and entertainment, them to settle public behavior. The posters, advertised, and even news segments as proof, showing timestamps where subliminal messages were supposedly inserted. But the
You
rabbit
see where he's going with this, right? Like he's saying that there really are wicked people out there. Well, like I said, it could be a channel where he's not like going with the on the factual end of things, where he's more so making it like a story. But it's hard to differentiate whether he's making it more of like a horror tale or if he's actually trying to say this is a real thing. But people have speculated about whether this is the case or not for a long time.
hole didn't end there. One user, Whispers from Above, shared chilling accounts of secret meetings between world leaders and celebrities. These meetings were described in great detail: dark rooms, participants wearing masks, and strange, almost ritualistic ceremonies taking place. He claimed to have attended one of these gatherings, saying the atmosphere was surreal, almost dreamlike. He even posted grainy photos, though they were hard to make out, just shapes and shadows, but enough to fuel my growing paranoia. Then came the thread that almost made me shut my computer down for good. The alien connection, Illuminati's darkest secret. It sounded too outlandish at first.
I had to say this because he's hitting on too many things that we talk about. The whole Project Blue Beam thing, and for a second they had me believing that there was aliens everywhere. And I'm not saying that we haven't made contact with other beings from other universes or whatever, or other planets or whatever. But once they said that they were gonna make it seem like an alien invasion was happening and that that would be their tactic to control us, that's when I said, let me pause for a second, let me pump the brakes. Not saying that it isn't like that, but let me be more open-minded. They had me sold already almost, and I think even hearing about Project Blue Beam, so that this way I could look at it from an impartial place. You know what I'm saying? I probably would have argued with people about aliens being real and it. Listen, man, like I said, if you haven't touched it, seen it with your own eyes right in front of you, you know, um, smelled it, tasted it, like then it's not tangible.
Claims that the Illuminati was in contact with extraterrestrials and that they were using advanced alien technology to maintain their power. But as crazy as it sounded, the fact that it was being discussed so earnestly, alongside photos and videos, sent chills down my spine. There were even grainy videos showing supposed meetings between Illuminati members and what appeared to be alien beings. It was insane, but somehow I couldn't stop reading.
This channel is so mysterious. Like you hear the music, it's like he picked the perfect soundtrack, or I don't know if he lucked up on it, but it sounds so spooky.
It was well past midnight when I finally decided I'd had enough. I shut down my computer, but I couldn't shake the feeling that I had seen
The
something I wasn't
narrator's
supposed to.
voice.
As I lay in bed, my mind raced, replaying everything I had read. That's when I heard it. A strange noise outside my window. It was faint. Probably nothing more than the wind or a cat. But in my heightened state of paranoia, it felt like something far more sinister. I got up, checked every lock on my doors and windows, and tried to calm down. But that night, I had the most vivid nightmares of my life. I dreamt of shadowy figures watching me, secret meetings in dimly lit rooms, and alien eyes staring into my soul. I woke up drenched in sweat, my heart pounding in my chest. The next day, I told myself I'd take a break from the dark web. But as the hours passed, the pull of that forum was too strong. That night, I logged back in, and a new thread greeted me.
I like this.
Illuminati symbols everywhere. Proof in plain sight. It was filled with pictures of the all-seeing eye on everything from
Oh, what
U.S.
happened?
currency to corporate logos and even music videos. One user pointed.
What are you saying? Oh, yo, Barbara, I just seen your message. That video flagged though. Oh man, you're saying that the video that I'm showing is where do you see it's flagged that, Barbara? Look at the writing at the bottom of the video. I don't see anything. Just that blue. What the blue the one that talks about Wikipedia and Illuminati right here? This right here? I just read about it. It says topical context and informational panel when you search or watch videos related to topics prone to misinformation, such as the moon landing. You may see an information panel at the top of your search results or under the video you're watching. Information panels show basic background info sourced from independent third party partners to give more context on a topic. If you want to learn more, the panels also link to the third party partner's website. These information panels will show regardless of what opinions or perspectives are expressed in the video. Information panels may not be available in all countries and languages. We're working to bring information panels to more countries and regions. These information panels are not used in any decision about monetization. Right. So what do you so are you saying that me reacting to this video is a bad look? All right, cool. All right. You know what's crazy? It seemed like it was a little like how you call it controversial. It seemed like it was a little controversial, but you sure that that blue sign means that it's been flagged? I'm definitely gonna listen to you though, Barbara. You already know. Yeah, the video's been so I kind of like I did this. Well, it was still it's not a big thing, but that means that this live was kind of a waste then, right? First of all, let me stop sharing. Yeah. Yeah, and I don't think I don't. You know what? I don't even want to watch it no more after you brought that up. But what I'm saying is there's a chance that they won't even bother me because once you said that, I just started doing a regular live again. Now I'm just hanging out with y'all, just chilling. You know, I should have did it as a practice thing on my new toy. You know, it's got the neck that it comes over so you don't see, so the mic comes right in front of me. Here, hold on, I'll be right back. I'll show you. This right here. I'm debating taking it or taking my show on the road. You know what it is? You see the background, all this stuff behind me, the daredevil, the punching bag. It took me a second to set that up. Now, if I go in the kitchen and set it up by the table, I'm gonna have to set up another background. It's no big deal though, because I definitely want to use the mic the right way. You know, it comes up like this. It comes up like that. You don't even see it. That shit just comes out of nowhere. You're like, yo, what's up, man? What you doing today, man? Huh? Yeah, yeah. They're not too expensive, too, man. You know, I tell people, you know, it's not like no crazy price or whatever. You know, go look them up and check them out if you're looking into podcasting or whatever. You know, you could get a good one for inexpensive. You know, and then if you want to spend like a couple of extra more bucks, you know, you could get yourself a better one. Yo, Barbara, I'm out of here. My son, it's time for him to go to school. Thanks to Barbara for letting me know. Now I know about the blue thing on the bottom of the video. You're the best. Chola helped me that time, and then you helped me this time. Chola was the one that was always letting me know that I was forgetting to put the video up, and now you just saved my ass with the blue flag. I'll catch you later, Barber. Have a great morning.